Hey you guys, it's me, Sarah. So today I did a kind of like vampy fall, embrace your under eye circles makeup look. And so I was on a forum the other day that was discussing like how to work with your under eye circles because some people really just cannot cover them up. And I totally understand that feeling. Sometimes my under eye circles are super easy to work with, and then sometimes they will just overpower anything. So I wanted to make this tutorial for girls, boys who have a hard time covering their under eye circles. And so, I don't know if you can see, but I left mine untouched, pretty much. Um, but yeah, this is also kind of like a little bit of a first impressions video for some ColourPop products that I got in the mail today. So yeah, if you like the look that I have on my face, then keep on watching. So I'm not 100% sure what the look I'm going to do is going to like be. All I know is that I got inspired by reading this post that was kind of like embracing your dark circles like under your eyes and stuff by doing like some natural colored smoky eyeshadows and stuff like that, and putting like a really concentrated color on your lip, kind of like a 90s heroin chic look. So I think I'm gonna do that, but a little more modern, and of course my interpretation of it. So here we go. So with such an like edgy or whatever look like that, I want to have like dewy skin. So I'm first going to prime my skin with this YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer, and this is just a sample size, but as soon as I run out, I'm most definitely going to get the full purchase because I just really like it. So I just like to apply this and then spread it in downwards motions. And then, like I said, I want a really dewy look. So I think I'm going to take this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, the liquid form, and it's in the shade Opal, and mix it with my Laura Mercier Silk Cream Oil Free Photo Finish Foundation. And right now I'm testing out this IT Cosmetics brush. It is the Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection #7 brush. But yeah, I've only used it once, but it's super soft, so. Really like patting it on, just so that I have more of that coverage and we don't lose any. In areas that I don't need more coverage, I tend to buff just so that it's a thinner layer and looks more like skin, since I don't need the coverage there. But in areas that I do need coverage, like for instance this area where I have a lot of acne scarring, I like to just pat it. Okay, now that the foundation's on, I'm actually going to take a little more of this Becca shimmer and just apply it on the high areas of my face, so like the tops of my cheekbones, my chin, and I think the sides, like right above my eyebrows. And I'm trying to avoid the areas that I don't want to bring attention to. So if you can see, I have a lot of hyperpigmentation right around this area. So I'm trying to keep the highlight away from there because obviously it would just draw attention to that scarring. Just going to jump to eyebrows, and of course I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown. And then to finalize the brows, I'm just going to set them with this L'Oreal Brow something. The like label on it has completely worn off, but I remember it's by L'Oreal. And so the thing with embracing your dark circles is that I don't cover them. So I'm going to be using the Kevyn Aucoin Skin Enhancer in SX03, and I think I'm going to be pretty much completely avoiding my under eye area when it comes to this. And then before I put the product on my face, I'm actually going to put it on my hand so that it warms up from the heat of my body, just making it easier to blend and like melt into the skin. And this product goes a super duper long way. Like, you don't need a lot at all. Like, I only dipped my brush in once and I'm already pretty much done with my highlighting. I'm just gonna put it on the very like bottom of my dark circles, just so that the darkness stays closer to my lower lash line. And I'm also gonna put some on my eyelids just to prep them. I'm gonna use a light color, just so that the rest of the eyeshadows have something to stick on and it doesn't like dilute or change the color of the eyeshadows that we're gonna put on for the actual look. And then I'm going to work on the face for right now, just so that I know what I want to build off of when I start my eyes, because I think the skin and the face is the real like focus of this look. So I like to start with whatever the focus is so that I can build the rest of everything around that. I'm just going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. So just do this to build up the amount of color you want in the general area, like. And then to get a little more concentrated, I take the product again, and this time I just use like little strokes. And this is where I put like directly where my cheekbone ends. So starting at the top of my ear and angling the brush towards your mouth, you should be able to find where you want that. Of course, that's just like a general rule. If you want to put it higher or lower, you can. And then because I've actually decided that I want a little bit darker of a definition right where my right where under my cheekbone is, I'm gonna go in with the NYX contour palette and take a little bit of this color right here with that same brush, because I don't want it to be like a line. I want it to be a little softer, diffused. I'm just gonna go right there. And then taking my IT Cosmetics Fluffy Crease Brush and the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer again, I'm going to contour my nose. And I just like to contour my nose with the bronzer or contour shade that I use as the general shade, not the like actual chiseling. You know what I mean? And then I like to go right where my eyebrow and my nose bone meet and just deepen that area up a bit to make my eyes a little more deep set. And then I'm also going to contour my lips just a tiny bit. So right under them, just to create more of a shadow, making it look like they're poutier. And right in the Cupid's bow area. And then I actually just purchased a bunch of ColourPop products, so I wanted to try one of them in this video, and this is the blush in Quarters. And so I'm going to swatch it to, that was not the texture I was expecting. I'm going to swatch it to see how pigmented it is. So it's not super pigmented, which is okay. It means that I can like build it on. And I'm going to take this Real Techniques stippling brush and just put it in the product. Then I'm going to put that pretty on the backs of my cheeks, like not on the actual apples. So to start off, I'm actually just going to take this Natural Beauty shade in the Tartelette palette. It's just a pretty neutral to cool mauve color. And I'm going to put that all over my lid. A little bit of Dreamer, which is this darker, kind of like medium, which is this darker, like medium kind of brown. And I'm going to take this on this small smudging brush. Pretty much all my eye brushes are by Coastal Scents, unless I say so. I'm going to smudge this onto my top lash line and then also my bottom. And then I like to focus that on the outer corner just a little. And then I'm going to stay pretty close to the lash line with the bottom lashes. And then taking the 217 brush, I'm going to take Force of Nature, which is just a slightly warmer shade of a like taupey brown color. And I'm going to use that to buff out all the edges of this. And then doing pretty much the same thing, taking the same blending brush. I'm going to take Creme Brulee or Brulee, I forget which one it's called, by Makeup Geek, which is just another warm brown shadow. And I'm going to do pretty much the same exact thing, just go around the perimeter of my eyes with this. And so we're almost done with the coloring of the eyes. I'm just going to tightline with this Makeup Forever Artist Liner and also darken up the outer corner with this. And then so I'm just taking this really, really dense small blending brush and I'm going to blend out the outer corners that we put some of the eyeliner on. Like, see this side I haven't blended out yet. And then no surprise here, I'm taking the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. This is pretty much the only mascara I use because everything else smudges on me. And so that is the eyes done. And then, like I said, I got a ColourPop order recently, and I am going to try out their Ultra Matte Lipstick in Avenue. I'm really worried because the reviews about this have not been like the bomb. Like, some people love it and some people hate it. So. Okay, and so that is the lipstick on. First impression, really pigmented. The color's okay. It's kind of like 290s for me. I'm not like crazy about it. And so again, I'm going to use a ColourPop highlighter just to try it out. This is in the shade Lunch Money. And so this is the finished look.